finished before. There's my UV. I've come in today. I'll turn it back on. Yeah, the core telefax. Oh, it's easy to the light on it. Yeah, it's still working, thank God for that. I come in this morning, I thought, oh my God, the UV's packed up. Something else. As you know, I'm struggling with bags of salt, trying to carry bags of salt and stuff. I took my feeder off, stopped feeding them, I'm feeding them by hand. There's only having 4 feeds a day. Took that pot off there to take the feed out. Me being me, must be my age. Took the pot off, you see my pot there, took that off instead of tipping the food out. Where did it go? All over the bleeding place, all over the flour everywhere. I've already throwed. I bought. Let me have a look to what I've got in it. 2 litre tub of food. Might as well change. There it is. 2 litres of food. Put that into my feeder. I was out filming. Oh, it's been a week ago now. Feeder went off and I thought, how come my food? I come out my pipe. So that red bucket the food come in, I put that over my little pipe as you've seen. Put my little brush down as you've seen what I've done with that little spring thing that you use for your sinks. And I ain't got a clue. It's just blocked, tight damp. There's no damp in it at all. Half a tub, half of that tub there I had out. So I don't know whether I've been saffed or threw it all away. And that's a lot of food. I've only just bought the food. But I was like, you know what, don't matter, does it? I'm having enough problems with my fish as it is without putting food in that might have a problem. I don't know how it comes. Sorry about the camera. I don't know what, it could have been a spider web or nothing. There's nothing else in the food. I've gone through the food. There's nothing in the bucket or the bowl. I threw it away. So now I'm down to a little bit of food, but I ain't feeding them as much now, so anyway, there you go. I'm glad my UV's alright. Obviously, we're having that much sunshine over, and the heat here, just standing here, it's horrendous. Well, it's good heat, but it's uncomfortable. Put it that way. Brilliant for our country. It's about time we had some. So all the companies have been struggling over the last couple of years through COVID. It'll boost their profit margins and that rate, and everybody else can enjoy it in Great Britain for a change. Anyway, chatting bubbles. I'll catch you later. Back to the salt, folks. What I've done, I've took a pinch of salt out of cooking salt, a pinch of salt out of food grade salt. You can see them with the reflection. Yes, you can. Now, feeling wise, I'd say no difference at all. Now obviously you can't tell by just feeling salt. You don't know what chemicals are in it, how it's been produced or whatever they call it. But to me, there's no difference. It's like when you go to Asda, you buy Heinz baked beans, and then you see their own baked beans, them exactly the same, just a different label. And me personally, £6 a bag. I think that was £12 a bag. 12.5 because it's for koi, and I've seen it on there somewhere. There you go, 12.5. So there you go. I don't know, but I am definitely sticking to that salt to trim up on now. This is my last resort. I don't know what else to do. So thank you very much for bringing the salt thing, which I already knew anyway, to my attention, but doing my videos. People have messaged about the salt, so I am taking your advice on me using that one. But me personally, I don't think there's no difference. Right, I put 12.5k in yesterday. Today, this is what I'm doing. Do not copy what I'm doing. And I'm using the proper salt like I said I would. And now I'm going to put that bag in over the day. Just move it over slightly just to show you the fish. They all seem to be swimming around okay. I have turned the feeder off because my pipe kept blocking up, so there's no feed giving in. So I'll get my salt in there and see how they develop. Here's Mason adding the salt a bit at a time. And he's doing a cracking job. Just had a conversation with somebody and rather keep throwing cupfuls of salt in like we was, put a little hole in the bag so it can trickle in. I'm only going to leave that because you can see it all on the liner, but I'll put it there by the water circulation there so we can help mix it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move that in a bit to different sides of the pool so it's just trickling in, which I think is a genius idea. I'll move the bag over again, and to be honest with you, that's better, that it's giving in slower. I'm happy with that, but I will move it again after. And that's a nice easy way of getting your salt into your pond without throwing it in cupfuls like we was. Now this a little hole in it, mate, just let it empty into the pond. Daft idea, but works. Better than throwing it in cupfuls like I normally do. You put salt in your pond to the amount I need to treat my fish, and I keep on about money. I have to go and buy a salt meter due to the amount. I'll just show the instructions first. There's all sorts of things, pH and salt, temperature. So, you can see that's set on salt with the temperature. Sorry about the camera work. Trying to hold this in the water, film it, without dropping either one in the water. According to that now, then the temperature of the water is 19.8 and the salt is 0.57. I want it to be about 6 really, but I'm quite happy with that. Oh dear. Now the fish, they am feeding, but they're over this end. I think it's because if I turn that round you can see the sun's on that end of the pool. And I think that's why I'm all down this end here. As you know, the temperatures are brilliant at the moment in Great Britain for a change. Let me just try and get my arm from under this bar, show you better. Sorry about that. You can't really see that good anyway because of the reflection. Here's Goldie coming up, look. So all I can do is just hope that this salt solves my problem. They have been coming and feeding. Apparently this salt is supposed to be an absolutely brilliant tonic for them anyway, in all different ways. And I have used the proper salt, not cooking salt. So all I can do is keep an eye on them and get back to you. Right then folks, as you know, all the problems we've been having this year. It's August the 14th. I've got my salt in my water up to 0.56. I'm off on holiday for a couple of weeks, which was a birthday present for my 60th. As you know, through COVID it was cancelled last year. It's been swapped over to this year, which is a birthday present. Sorry about the throat. Just an update so you can see what's happening. I'll flick you around what I've done before I go away. I've cleaned all my filter out. Fish all seem, after them all feeding, them all swimming about. I don't look like I've got any stressed out at all. Maggie's fish, just over there, that's actually Maggie's and Mason's, both together. I bought them together. She looks a hell of a lot better now. pink patches don't seem as deep as they was. The more, still seeing pink. At the side there's a lot of salt in there. What I've done, I don't know if you can tell the colour of that. Now that's been flushed. That's been flushing there. It's got to been flushing for about 20 minutes. That's the second one. And what I've done is, for a bit more aeration, as you know, I've disconnected my waterfall. I've took the bottom layer off because they've forecast heavy rain now, so I don't want that going back into my pond. So I've took it away for now to work out what I'm going to do. I don't know if you can see the fish down there. They're all swimming about. They're all active. The best I've had them in, as you know, 3-4 months. The little pump that was running the waterfall, I lost another fish. I don't know if you can see that I've actually I hadn't got a cage with it, and that's been in there for a few weeks. So I've put a block to hold it, and a block just to stop the fish going into it. I've cleaned that out. I've took the pump out. There's now crud in there, so that pipe up, that bend up on that has worked an absolute treat. Hardly any crap out of it at all. I've got the skimmer up and running. We'll have a bit of breakfast. I've put a cap on the end of that pipe there. Stop my chag going inside that. I need to cut that off flush. That's the only one I've glue fitted. I don't know why. I should have put a screw in it really. But obviously I thought that was going to be permanent anyway. So that ain't up and running at all, that I've left it. I'm glad I have really, because that means there's no bacteria in them sponges and brushes in there. So nothing there that could harm the fish. And plus, by not running it, that's all been PP'd, so hopefully that should be sterile when I do get it up and running. Don't know when that'll be though, but just an update, folks. I really appreciate Chatty Bubbles again. Really appreciate all you people who are watching my videos. All the people that have subscribed to my channel is absolutely fantastic. I really enjoy doing it. So does little Mason. Here is the fish coming by. All absolutely enjoying life. I don't know about Goldie. I've not took it. Here he is. I don't know about him because his saw was underneath his fin, which is under his body, and without getting him out. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to bother with him. I'm going to leave him in the salt. Just topping up with a little bit of fresh water now. Like I say, I'm going away in a couple of days' time. So I'm just going to top it up with salt, check the salt levels, see if I've got it back to 5.6 or near enough. They'll be off the feed then for 2 weeks. So it'll give him a rest, and as soon as I get back I'll do a water test. I really appreciate you all. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you for your comments as well. It really does help. I took the pump out now, so I've stirred a bit of the crap up out the bottom of the pond. But you can see them all swimming about. Thankfully, looking all good. And Maggie's still got them pink patches on her side, but not as dark as what there was. Again, I'd like to thank all of you. I really mean that. It's helped me along with this journey anyway, because as you know, I've been really down in the dumps. I still really feel like giving it all up once I'm all sorted, but then it's getting rid of the fish to somebody, which you would never be happy about, I suppose. You wouldn't want anything to be passed on to their ponds. But we'll see how things go. So, catch you soon, guys. From me and Mason. Take care of yourselves. Till the next video.